Hey travel fans, today we're checking out XiShan Mountain near Kunming city in Yunnan Province in the southwest of China. So this is a mountain range that's actually really close to the city, so I took the metro there. XiShan in Chinese literally means Western Mountains, and you can see from this map, I'm at the red dot. We're gonna try and walk the whole way up to the top and then maybe take the cable car back down. As is traditional in China, you need to walk through the traditional street,
like a little tourist street before I get into the park. So they got lots of cute decorations, a lot of places selling noodles and meat. I can't find a coffee shop, unfortunately. I don't think there's going to be any coffee shops here. Oh wait, there's a coffee shop.
This place took coffee very seriously, as you can see from this extremely elaborate coloured lotus wheel coffee nightmare. They did a pretty design in the foam though.
Here's the entrance to XiShan Park.
So before we went in, I had to pass through this beautiful gate. There's me, hey! So usually in tourist attractions in China, you'll have bus loads of domestic tourists who will whiz up to the main site, get a flash tour of everything, and then whiz back down again. I decided to walk up, get some exercise, and also to avoid those big tourist groups. So they actually had this really pretty walkway to get up to the top of the mountain. They had these really nice little signs with phrases on them. So this one says, 多一分绿色, 多一分健康. They translate it as one more green, one more healthy. What they mean is more greenery is healthier for everybody. And you can see there, I'm not too high up at this point, so the views aren't that spectacular. We got another little cute sign here, 文明之举 垃圾无桶, which says put your trash away, bitch. But they do it in this nice way, so they love having little phrases which are made up of 4 words. So you'll see this a lot everywhere in China. It's time for some more words of wisdom. This one says, 文明看细节, 你我皆主角. They've only translated the first sentence though. Civilization is about the details. You and I are both the protagonists. So I basically think they're saying, if we're all nice, then civilization and life is better. Very wise words on my walk up the mountain. So they have this really beautiful path walking up. Yeah, most people who come to these sites just want to drive up as quickly as possible. So quite nice that I had the path mostly to myself.
From the pagoda, I found this little naughty path, which I don't think I meant to come down. There's some barbed wire here, but there's a really nice view of Kunming city center.
Okay, we've got some more wisdom here. This one says, 垃圾不落地，环境更美丽. Yeah, basically they're saying don't throw crap on the
I don't
ground.
know what it is, but I love this water park. It looks like a little park built into the lake, or high lake.
So getting up a little bit higher, we started getting into the kids' rides. I have to admit, I was slightly tempted to go on this, but I think I was too big to fit into the carts. Okay, these heart things are so cute. In Chinese, cute is 可爱.
Okay, why do the kids get all the badass stuff? There's like a little go-kart track here. I, again, would totally pay. I don't think I'd fit inside that go-kart though. Last one I promise, but this one has water. And it has the spinning things in the wind.
This is the Huating Temple. Keep in mind now, I'm not at the top of the mountain yet. This is just like extra temples on the way up.
So I haven't actually entered the park yet, but look how pretty this little garden is, with a little shaded walkway. Wouldn't be a Chinese garden without some fish and some beautiful lily pads. I'm not complaining. No kois actually. Unless these are kois and I'm just sounding really stupid.
Some of these gardens are so beautifully done. So now we're going into the Huating Temple and having a little bit of a look around. Really beautiful atmosphere inside. The advantage of this being not part of the main attraction and all the buses going by is that it was pretty empty. We have some statues here which I believe are related to Taoism. I'm such a sucker for these lily ponds. I think they're so pretty, and these really gorgeous little mini bridges. So there was a little ceremony going on. I just kept my distance a little bit because they were in the middle of something. I didn't want to go gawking around them with a camera. Okay, let's get an update on where I am on my journey. So I just passed Huating Temple here, and you can see I'm on my way up to the tomb of Ni Ar, place where you are. I'm looking very svelte in my silhouette there. You can see there's an ancient secret passageway as well. I can't remember if I found that. Anyway, let's keep going. Walking up the hill. Luckily, I found a place to get some beverages and goodies and have a little bit of a sit. This is saying don't start fires.
Okay, we're really going uphill now. And I'm really out of breath. In fairness, I've been going uphill for the last 25 minutes. There wasn't anything super pretty on the way, so that's why I didn't film it. But yeah, I think I'm almost there. There's some squirrels. Oh, a lot of squirrels. Is it me, or are squirrels just fancy looking rats? Expensive rats. In Ireland, we consider them like very cute and innocent. Although I don't want this guy to bite me. It's basically a rat with a fancy tail.
So this is me now approaching the tomb of Ni Ar.
Going along the screen because I want to get in how pretty these trees are.
More steps. Uh-oh. I'm so out of breath in this video. I really do need to improve my cardio.
These covered passageways are so cute. I really love them. Plus, it's nice to get out of the sun as well.
Don't know historically what these walk passageways are for. I wonder, was this like a courting thing that men and women used to do where they used to walk around and act coy with each other, or were they meeting places? I had to sit down at the table here to have some food, but the mosquitoes were consuming me, so I had to move on. Because this is not the main attraction, it was quite quiet, so very serene and peaceful to walk through. This butterfly is telling you, Yi hua yi cao yi mu qie kan qie ai qie hu, which means look at, love, and protect every flower, grass, and tree. That's a very friendly butterfly. And it had another little smaller temple as well, where you could buy these red ribbons where you could put blessings or well-wishings for friends and family members. So I did one for my family. And nothing bad has happened since I hung it up, so it must have worked. Okay, let's get a checkup on my sexy silhouette, and we can see that I apparently did take the secret passageway. I'm halfway through it, so this is the place where you are. Then I bumped into this group of martial artists. They were so friendly. I don't know why I got really shy and I stopped filming. But here I'm asking them if they were kung fu or judo. So I stopped and chatted to them. But yes, I got shy, so I didn't film it. Sorry about that.
To any Romanians, Moldovans, or people from Chad. Funny enough, in Chinese, dragons are considered very lucky. In the West, we consider them kind of like baddies who need to be vanquished and killed. But in China, they're considered lucky. From what I've read, the story behind dragons is that ancient Chinese found dinosaur bones, and obviously they would find this gigantic femur, gigantic bones all over the place. They're going to make up stories to try and explain it, and that's where the legend of dragons came. That's what I understand, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
That's me trying to film a butterfly unsuccessfully. I need a better camera. I was hungry, so I stopped to get an ice cream. I've actually lost that cap now, so this is a melancholic video for me. That was my favorite cap. Now it's gone. R.I.P. More frickin' stairs. But it's worth it when you get views like this. And now you can see I'm getting up higher here. This is our high lake, and that's Kunming City. Not sure why the lake has got different colors there. And there's photographic evidence that I did actually climb up the mountain and I didn't take a bus. If I don't make it down the mountain, this hawk is going to consume my carcass. Here we've got a cute little well with a calf. If you want to pause the video, you can read the story. Basically, a calf cried because his mum was going to be killed, and that became the well that provided water for everybody. More stairs. Now we're getting up towards the top. This is Longmen, which is the main attraction of the place. And you can see that things are getting a lot busier now. I love these passageways carved into the mountain. Really, really, really pretty. And finally, I reached the Longmen, which you can see there on the center left. And this is where all the tour groups came. So all the people who bussed up past those two temples that I walked through will come up here, check out the Dragon Gate, take photos, get a very loud explanation from their tour guide. And then they bust back down again. So I started to make my way down. Got this beautiful view from my little pagoda. I like walking up mountains, but I don't really like walking down. So I decided to get the little ski lift instead. These things had such little safety restraints on them. I was absolutely petrified. But I managed to take a couple of videos while I was going down, despite the fact my hands were shaking.
I'm fucking petrified. Okay.
This photo here, you can see that there is a box of drinks coming up the other side. I suppose that's a good way to transport things up the mountain. So after getting off the funicular, so on the way down, I managed to pluck up the courage to try one of these costume shops. In all of the tourist areas in China, they'll have these little photo studios where you can dress up in costumes and take some cute photos at a scenic spot. I had the most intense photo director ever. Told me every single place to go and every single pose to do. She placed my hands, she placed my feet, she did everything. I did no posing. This is all 100% her. And while I was waiting for them to print, I sat beside her as she worked her Photoshop magic. So Photoshop is huge in China. This girl was Photoshopping the absolute crap out of the woman who came after me. Giving her tummy tuck, lightening her skin, changing the shape of her face, everything so that the photo looked more flattering. And now the woman didn't know that this was happening. So she looks at the photo and goes, wow, I look so good in this photo, not realizing that it's being Photoshopped to death. I did ask her if my photos were photoshopped and she said no, and I'm choosing to believe her. But overall, I really enjoyed my trek up XiShan Mountains. I really think the highlight is the part walking up, because it was quite serene, getting to see those two temples. Reaching the top definitely had the most spectacular views, and that dragon gate is incredibly cool. It's a small space, so everyone's kind of pushing and shoving each other. Going down in the ski lift was terrifying, but also gave me some really beautiful views as well. And then I got my photo shoot, so all's well that ends well. So I hope you enjoyed this video from XiShan Mountain in Kunming in Yunnan Province. What did you think? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below, and I hope to see you in another trivial video very soon. Goodbye.